Good morning, everybody. I was sitting here dancing to the music instead of like highlighting the comments that I'm doing now. And then I was like, wake up. And then I realized I haven't had my second cup of tea. So y'all are in for a treat today. Hello. No matter where you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Happy Saturday. Happy Sussex Saturday. It has been a good day thus far, I must say. Yes. Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat. Yes. Where do I begin? Okay, first things first. I do hope you all are well. I know everybody has a lot going on. So I do appreciate each moment that you spend here with me. Okay, let me do my disclaimer because we have a lot to cover as far as trash time and need I delay that. Okay, and I gotta, try to get off here so I can get my second cup of tea because, all right. So, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Yes, and we know a lot will be going on today. Okay, so my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan: each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So let me just throw the queen up on the screen. Yes, okay. So doing a quick review of the week. It has been a glorious week. Happy birthday again to, Church Nelly. I know you're still celebrating. Archetypes finished out season 1 on Tuesday and finished pretty high up for Best New Podcast of 2022. Haters will disagree, but that's okay. They can go out and find this information too. And thank you to whomever put together this collage of all the guests that had been on. And for a certain Royal Rhoda, I told you I haven't had my second cup of tea, so it's going to be something else. I'm going to be something else today. So for the certain Royal Rhoda that like to count the number of count the number of white women that were on a cover of a certain Vogue magazine, you should be quite happy and you should have no complaints. And everyone in Squad knows who I am speaking in reference to. Her name shall not be put in the chat. But, she should be thrilled with this collage since she liked to count out how many white women were on that cover of that certain Vogue magazine and had a problem. Anyway. So the main thing to remember out of that entire season and with the upcoming, with the promo of the Netflix series, yes, what didn't you do to bury me? But you forgot that I was a seed. That quote that Meghan read at the end of episode 12, chat. And we didn't know the promo was going to drop. So there were 2 promos but I'll get to those shortly. So as archetypes, don't believe the type. Okay, we have to remember that hashtag, don't believe the type. So on Tuesday, Meghan was in Indianapolis. Some squaddies were able to attend, saw some of their tweets. They had a fantastic time. I've not seen any video of her speech or the discussion that she was having, but I happened to see this for people, and I did have another clip screenshot of an Indianapolis newspaper. Just didn't have a chance to find what I did with it. But here it just shows that Meghan Markle appears at an Indianapolis event in support of women. Now, this event had been attended by some pretty big names previously, including former First Lady Michelle Obama. So if there are people that want to slam this event, because I did see the haters that were going on about how much it costs, blah, blah, blah. You do realize that when there are events like this, you pay either per table or per individual. And even the individuals at the table are still paying. So what's the problem? It's an event at a hotel. There's staff at that hotel that have to be paid. There are it's going towards a larger scale charity usually. So, okay, I'm going to move right along. But it was a success. So, found out that Meghan was also named the Financial Times list of the 25 most influential women of 2022. Yay to our Duchess. Okay. Our princess to Meghan, as she likes to be called, Meghan. So it's a great little, and I love the picture that they chose. Her freckles are shining through, as she likes. She does not like to hide her freckles. So kudos, kudos, kudos. Reminder, upcoming, Prince Harry and Meghan will be receiving the Robert F. Kennedy, the Ripple Award. And then, of course, we know winter is coming on January 10th. So which one do I start with? So while I was so on the clouds with regard to, this is a screenshot from the Invictus games. And I think there's some music playing in the background, which is why I'm not playing it, because they will come for you. This is a promo that includes Harry and Meghan for the upcoming games in 2023 in Dusseldorf, Germany. And I hope some squaddies can go to that. And you have to see the promo. But as you can see by the looks on their faces, yeah, there's heat. There's always heat between them. And there were tears, which we're going to get to. We're going to get to in trash time, especially with regard to the Netflix promo. They didn't seem to have issues with the timing of the Invictus games promo, but the Netflix one has truly taken them over the edge. But, as we sip their tears, we move on with life. Okay. So jumping into Squaddie Corner, I just have to give kudos to the to the two Boston Celtics players. I'm just going to say, don't ask stupid questions, and then you won't get slayed in the answers. So I played on Thursday the response, and then was told there was another player, you have to listen to his response. So here's Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. When asked about the royal family, yes, I don't have the clips because I was talking in the chat before the stream started while I was trying to get my stuff together over here on StreamYard, and just don't have the time really to go look for the audio clips. But the gentleman on the screen replied when he was asked how, about playing in front of the royal family, it was royal family members there. And he said, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm sorry, but that was an epic response. So I believe this player's name that's on the screen now is last name is Brown. I don't know, and I apologize to any of the Boston Celtics fans. I don't follow your team, but he also was asked the question on playing in front of the royalty and blah, and he said it was just another game. they Do you realize that most of the NBA players, when they're out and about in the cities that they play in respectively, and even when they go back home, they are treated like royalty? Okay. I had a cousin that played at one point in time, and in the city that he played in, and I went out to visit, and we would go out to breakfast, and you can't even get your fork up to your mouth. Can I get an autograph? Can I get an autograph? And then when we're getting ready to leave, oh, don't worry about it. They didn't really have to pay their bill. The check was taken care of. So it's like, celebrities sit on the front rows at these games like nearly every night. They talk to them, they see them, they run in those circles. So they're not exactly, bowled over by space and cosplay attending a game. She looked like, her battery was running low. Maybe it was after the big event they had, but I'm just saying. Okay. So on Instagram, and a certain picture popped up when I opened Instagram the other day, and I had to pause because I was like, who is this? And I said, okay, I know Meghan's face. And I'm like, oh, look who she's with. Now, I don't know the IG account, so I did take it off the screenshot. I'm sharing it. Y'all better be looking quick. I don't even know where this was taken from, but you can tell it was like a Zoom or a FaceTime. Anyway, are y'all ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? 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 Okay, here we go. Look at that face. Look at that sweet face with Meghan. Is that not precious? Okay, that's it. Okay, we're going to go back up to here. All right. Now, we all have seen the promo for Netflix. If you haven't, you should. There was a link on my community page which you can type into, YouTube and search Harry and Meghan Netflix promo, and you will see from almost every country there's a promo for. I told a little funny story on Thursday how I signed up for Netflix. My husband thinks I'm a loony, but he loves me. So these are just a few of the screenshots that all of us were able to kind of snag from that. But this one, we all want to know what was going on. So I know we'll find out during their docuseries. Look at Bogart there. Now, this was two different pictures, but someone collaged them together. At first, we couldn't see this picture clearly, but on Netflix's screen, you can see that it was Harry's in a uniform. So it probably was when they were over in the UK for one of those final events. Yeah. Another collage, which is so sweet. This, we're going to be addressing the very pregnant picture, which very rare that we've ever seen, and glad that they did share this. Although there is a Rhoda that did have used a term that I just want to smack her with, but that's okay. We're going to get to that. Okay, and then all I hear is Whitney Houston's, because it's Meghan's favorite song. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. There you go. And they are dancing, of course, at their wedding because that is the outfits that they were wearing. Him and his 007 and her looking splendid in her um, backless gown for the evening. And this is just a collage of other pictures. So if you haven't signed up for Netflix, do so by December 8th because that's when the series is going to drop. This is my first time. I don't know if there's a time for when it's going to hit because I didn't see that on any of the promos. Sneaky Netflix, sneaky, very sneaky. So I'm not sure how Netflix usually works with it. Is it going to be like an 8 p.m. Eastern time situation? But I'm planning on doing immediately after, uh, a live stream to chat, may even throw out the, you know, call in number so or the link to come in and express your feelings. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're getting to that time and I'm just going to, well, before we get there, let me jump into the comments and then we'll get to trash time and then we'll round out the show. So let me just pick a spot. Uh-oh, Dara, thank you. I see it. I'm coming back to it. I just want to scroll up, make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, this is me still in the chat. So I know this is early on. Hello to everyone who has come in since I've been talking. Hopefully I have not lulled you off to sleep, but I will ask that, just thumbs up, please. Thank you so much. If you can share it out. Let's see. Oh, and I love this comment, Tavani. Greetings, Miss VS and all the brazen moderators and squaddies. Trust you're all warm, jolly, and well. The battle against our faves is hot, but their victory will be sweeter in Jesus' mighty name. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so I'm scrolling down. There's a lot of comments, and I try not to get too lost. Kauai, how are you? I just happened to see your name as I was scrolling through. Dara, I did see you. Joy, so true. Meghan 5. Cosplay 0. Number of awards for 2022. Well. Whoop. Yes, y'all are starting already. There you go. H night. Yes, they do. They have a lot. And in the scene, so anyone can Google Invictus Games promo and you'll be able to see it. So for 2023, there's a part where Harry licks his lips. Yeah, I just, so true, Church Nelly, swinging from the chandeliers. Yes, they are. But if you remember what Tyler Perry said, yes, that is the love that he wants, and he won't settle for anything less than how they feel for each other. Yeah, there you go. Church Nelly, you are not the only one. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all are. It's the shade, but it's just like, okay, y'all. You don't want to be okay. When the reporters ask, oh, how was it to be? You really have reduced them if they're considering themselves so high and mighty. It's nice to see that they sat on the floor, front row, but they sat on the floor and not in some box. I mean, the real heavy hitters sit in the boxes. Okay. Let me see. Rose, all this winning, love to see it. Our Duke and Duchess go from strength to strength to strength. Yes. And while many try their best to rip them apart, the continuing their seed is just growing. Yes, the Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Like, I initially heard it and was like, wait a minute. Did I hear that correctly? Because the way it was tweeted, I was thinking that was the person's reaction. But, when I listened, C-Mac, thank you, because I think you're the one that shared that, and I literally lost my marbles laughing from that. Marshar, Netflix triggers their nightmares. Yes. But see, this is the thing, and this is what Squad has been saying for a long time. Number one, Squad, this vindicates all that Michelle and Tina had been saying from the beginning of Such a Squad podcast. Okay. Now, leapfrogging right into where we are now. If they had not, and they are the royal family, the firm, had not done anything to Meghan, they would have nothing to fear. But obviously, any fear or concern is because you've done some shit to her. Okay? And while it may not all come out, she does have to say something for her memoir one day. We know you're probably just going to be a glancing mention in Harry's. Yeah. As Meghan said, when the stakes are this high, doesn't it make sense to hear the story from us? Yes. To hear their story from them. She sounded like she was laughing in the background. Yeah. And we know why. Okay. Let me get to this. I see one on the screen. I don't want to lose. Okay, Dara, this is for you in advance, but this is for you. You have to scroll. Okay. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much, Dara. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Let me see. Joyce, Variety, Financial Times, Ripple Awards, NAACP, President Awards, and the can't remember the exact name. 5 awards Meghan and Harry have received, yes. And it just keeps going and going and going, yes. Gwendolyn, do the unroyal women know anything about a good brawl because clueless space? It's his wife, I should say, Space's wife. Cosplay was sagging. Oh, please. I know some are probably going to put it down in this chat, so I'm going to say it because it popped in my head and I'll keep it clean. But when she used to, I'll say used to, not wear undergarment, who she's probably not wearing the top either. Okay. Let's move on. Tier, so glad this Earth flop is over. I can't take any more of it. But I wasn't hearing anything about them unless I was on social media. I do know that 2 heavy hitters did express their regrets, but they could not attend last moment. Do we care that they could not attend? No. Things happen. And I didn't get the English in this disruption. What was it? Disruption of travel. And it's like, please come again. Like, if travel was involved, it was involved. They don't need to give a reason. They cannot attend. We regret that we're unable to attend. And that was Carolyn Kennedy and John Kerry, just for those who aren't aware. So anyway, yeah. Miss Queen T, how are you? Oh, yeah. Again, I don't know. I just happen to see it on IG, and I know how everyone feels within Squad when certain pat pics especially, are shared. But that one, I'm sorry, I had to share with the rest of you all that I saw, and I was like, oh my goodness, how cute. Okay. So y'all have to rewind it in order to see again. Let me see, Church Nelly. Lord, hubby surprised me in a kilt. Nacho who? Oh, look at you. All right now, Church Nelly. All right. Jan Archie is just a love. He's so cute. He's just absolutely him, just like his papa, and he has his mom's eyes. Yeah, he does. I just was really surprised by that, and I'm like, where was this that I didn't see it? Unless it was in the Netflix and it got past all of us. I don't know. I'm kind of floored on that one. So yeah. Love is in the air. Do, 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 do. Yes, Annie. Oh my gosh, Rose, on the photo to Meghan crying broke my heart. Yes, and there's two. So I do know that Squad is ready. They are ready to be activated. Should there be any hint, scene, words that Mama Doria cried because of the crap that her daughter was going through. So be ready, Squad, ever ready on your post. Let's see. Elsia, is that how you say it, or Alicia? Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan do good work in more ways than one, just saying Archie is one handsome toddler. He really is. Church Nelly. Yes, Whitney Houston is my favorite singer too. Yes, and Meghan had said in several interviews, I think she was asked about what song would she want to dance at her wedding to, and it was not related. Of course, we know she didn't do interviews like that prior to her marriage to Harry, but she had said, I want to dance with somebody. That was her ultimate song. So that's what I see them dancing to. And the Marchioness of Bath, that was the song they danced to, I think, when they got engaged. Okay, let me move on. Yes, and we're coming back to that one. We're coming back to that one. I mentioned that to Baron during his live stream, just how a phrase was used to describe Meghan's pregnancies, to say that they were fake. And I even had some troll come on the comments and saying that too. So let's go on with life, right? Rose, I'm so grateful to see and hear from Meghan and Harry themselves. We aren't owed this, just grateful for them for sharing these moments and their truth, right? That is so true. We're not owed it, but yes, we are grateful for it, except for the media and the royal family and the firm. They are not. So, C-Mac, that's a work from home day for me, Lord. I'm going to get fired. My face will be firmly planted in my does Netflix drop, like, when they make announcements like this, do they drop them at like 8:00? Is there a certain time? Like, I don't know what time The Crown. Do you just get up in that morning and then it's there? Because let me tell you something. If it's like, Archetypes, we knew that Tuesday morning it was up and available and we can listen to it because, yeah. That's most of us that work, C-Mac. Yeah. I work from home every day, so. Now, if this was Monday and that was dropping and I'm off, yeah, y'all would be like, okay, VS, you can get off of YouTube now. You've been on. Okay, you're back on again? Okay, Joan, didn't a large group of the game chant something like, if you hate the monarchy, clap your hands? I know they were chanting USA, USA. I don't know about that, but that would be too funny. Oh, Churchill, that was in Ireland. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's fighting for their rights. Let's see. Oh, Rose. Thank you. The Netflix trailer is a Christmas present for us squaddies. We will hear our Duke and Duchess words and truth. Yes, we will. And here you go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. If you could see when the dance I do every time I play that, I don't know why. I gotta laugh at myself. Yes, thank you for the support. C-Mac Harry's licking his lips and spud his swan duds away. Hand away. Oh my goodness, I can't. Yeah. Elaine, Dolores, her new brooch was 11,000 pounds. Are you talking the consort or are you talking cosplay? I'm just asking because you put that in the chat and I didn't see which one you were talking about ahead of time and I'm not scrolling back to look. Benjamin, how are you? The Ranger had the nerve to state, we were watching with very careful eyes. The Ranger speaking of doc series, so they're admitting they're obsessed. They're going to watch with careful eyes. Oh, like I thought they were unsubscribing or canceling their accounts with Netflix when it was announced that Harry and Meghan had signed to do several docuseries, because this is like the first project, that they were canceling their accounts. So they haven't canceled their accounts. Oh, that's interesting. Shows that they are liars all the way around. Mm-hmm. But that is funny, and we know they would be, because, of course, the media has no way of making money unless they can, twist the words. But we all can hit rewind and say that's not what was said. But, she who cried her, what was it, eyelashes off? Yeah, she's coming up shortly, too. Mm-hmm. Joan, Michelle and Tina used their crystal balls. Yeah, they saw very clearly. I think most of us were so emotional. Now, mind you, Tina and Michelle got emotional too, but they were guiding us, and they were the first voices out there to be like, bullshit to the royal rooter. You will not do this. You will not do this. And they could see and foresee that they were trying to do the same thing that the media did with Diana. But, things changed, thankfully. And with Meghan, not going to happen. So, Joan, Meghan can ding with just a phrase. Yes. So sweetly, her sweet voice. Mm-hmm. Catherine, Tina, and Michelle, February 2019. Boom. Oh, my goodness. Jan, the Jesus, Mary, and Joseph comment did it for me. I love it. Oh, but his facial expression never changed, except for his eyes. I knew he was coming with something. So if you're watching the clip, you see he was kind of looking off in the distance. And then when he heard the question, his eyes changed direction, and you knew he was coming with it. But his facial expression never changed. Americans, we can, mess with us if you want to. Mess with us if you want to. Oh, Anna, what did you have in your mind? Now you got me scrolling up looking. Okay, let me go back, because I'm going to wind up getting lost in the sauce in the comments if I don't. Churchill, I'm so sick of Kensington Karen cosplaying Meghan. Let her try. But she's still, what is the saying? The form of the imitation is the greatest form, or something like that, of whatever the word is. But all the protocols are out the window. Let me say this. I think I said it earlier. I might have tweeted it. I can't remember. So you remember there was this protocol. I know we haven't jumped into trash time yet, but we're getting there. So you remember there was this protocol on how a duchess is to sit, and there was something called the Duchess slant. Now, they did say that Diana started the slant. She wasn't a duchess, she was a princess. Okay, let's get it straight. So, but the Duchess slant, and they were always going at Meghan on how she would sit. Oh, and her legs aren't, this and that. Well, if you look at the game coverage again of cosplay, she was sitting like her husband. And that's all I'm going to say. Now, let me get through one of the two other comments, and then I'm going to get to trash time. Benjamin, did you hear Miss V read my above comments? Birthday was on fire. Yes. Church and Ellie had a great birthday. Just promo after promo, Netflix. Now, those of us that were working, and if you aren't at home and can't have your personal laptop or device, I'm so glad I work from home. I really am, because I would have been no good. I would have been like, I have to leave. I got to go home. And they would have been like, what's the matter? I just have to go home. Laughed all the way home, and then got there and just been like, screamed, because I could scream finally. But yeah. letting it know it was posted on Twitter and then deleted. That picture was cute, but no Sussex release. Archie is cute though. Okay. I wasn't sure. I did, but I saw it on IG, so whoever it is put it out there, and I was like, wait a minute. I haven't seen this at all. So yeah. I'm not sure if a friend how it was acquired, but thanks. And that's as much as I wanted to show it. So anyway. Mrs. V, that was an old picture I saw before with Archie, Meghan, and Miss Dora. That might be who is cropped out, but I saw it and I wanted to share. Thank you, though, Rosa, because I wondered about that. I was like, how are we not seeing? Yes, we're going to get to them. We're going to get to them. All right, let me just. Oh, Connie. Do you laugh how me and Baron say your name? It's just like, oh. Okay. Thank you, Connie, so very much. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay, thank you so very much. All right, let me get to trash time. Let me get to trash time. I hope I haven't missed anything else. I know there's a lot of comments and I'm skipping through them, and I apologize to everybody. There's a lot of you in here, and I'm so grateful for that. And there's a lot of comments flying, and I can only imagine what the chat is like on the YouTube side. So, woo! Chugga. Look at those comments just flying by. Yeah. I had to come over here to refresh so I can get to, okay. Elaine. Okay, so, yep. It's that time, everybody. Let me unhighlight Connie because she's not trash at all to me. She's a lovely, lovely person. I have to learn some greetings in different languages. Mm-hmm. So let me click on my little thing for you all, and here we go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, I had to give the truck time to, take the trash on down the street. So I made a little update to this trash time. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Woo! Okay. So first things first, you'll see. I hate pays. So we know that there is a coordinated smear campaign, although there are many that like to deny it, but there really is, and you can see it because if Meghan was irrelevant, as the media over in the UK, the Rhoda likes to say, they would not ever, she wouldn't even be mentioned. But that's not the case. So yeah, it won't stop because the Rhoda makes their money. The people that they work for make billions more, and until they get sued. And then, it is what it is. So I saw this out on Twitter and I took it, the Scotsman. Now, the dates are back in 2021, just to level set. And we all know what happened in March of 2021. Yes. So there was a certain interview that aired and everyone lost their collective minds. But the allegations of racism. Now, when did Meghan say that she specifically had faced racism? She never said that. She was talking about the pigment when someone was questioning the pigment of her unborn child, right? So they need to stay in line with how they write things because, they were a little out of control. They still are. But remember I mentioned this picture of a very pregnant Meghan? Now, this is the first picture that we've seen. We saw her when she was pregnant, both with Archie and with Lilibet. So we hadn't seen behind the scenes. And this is a very intimate picture, and it's beautiful to see. But this biatch, Royal Rhoda, who, yeah, I'm not even going to mention her name, but her name's on the screenshot. She's like, Harry and Meghan's Netflix trailer shows weapons grade narcissism and a biblical level of betrayal. How they got that, I don't know. When you printed the pictures, who can use them? Everybody, especially the people that are in them. But the word that is circled, moon bump. The ghostly echoes of clicking camera shutters, Meghan clutching her moon bump. This was written on December 1st, 2022. How dare you? It wasn't a moon bump, which the Rangers and haters all say in order to say that Meghan wasn't really pregnant. They discount that pregnancy bumps do move because there's a living human being moving around inside. So one day it could be to the left side, next day it can be to the right side. I've seen family members and friends whose bellies are on the move. You can also see handprints or footprints depending on how the baby's deciding that they want to kick your ribs, kick your gut out, whatever. So this whole moon bump thing, I saw that. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. She's clearly pregnant. Was 3 times. Unfortunately lost one between Archie and Lilibet. But don't start the bullshit with the moon bump. Clutching her moon bump. So they're pushing that whole narrative. No matter what, here we go again. Now, who knew that a promo? So December 1st is 7 days before December 8th, for those that do the math. Anyone that understands PR realizes that there's usually just trailers that are dropped. You know, they got to hook you and reel you in, kind of let you know these are the breadcrumbs. Guess what's getting ready to come? We saw it even with the interview with Oprah. TV or online, it's going to be the same trailers when it's something really big. So if you didn't notice, like, look at the top of the Netflix promo cover. A Netflix global event. Let me repeat, a Netflix global event. And they say this on their site. So it was released, I think, in just about every country, as I said earlier. So yes, it's a global event. And yet these Rhodas are over here whining and crying in the UK about, okay, Harry and Meghan don't control the timing of when the trailers are released. But if you all understand, we've known about that docuseries, and then we knew last month that it was coming on the 8th. So common sense, there's going to be trailers dropped a week before. And yet they're shocked. With Harry's brother and sister-in-law in the USA today and tomorrow, and Space's Earthshot prize in Boston on Friday night. Some might reasonably ask, couldn't they have waited a couple of days? No. Who cares what the others have scheduled? You come into the U.S., deal with it, mother truckers, deal with it. Woo, so glad that word didn't slip the way I thought it was going to. All right, just deal with it. Shippy and all of his cohorts in the Rhoda, they're just losing their collective minds. Here is Miss Eyelashes. As Prince William once said, quote, "One lesson I've learned is you never let the media in too far." Say what? Because it's very difficult to get them back out. Oh, that invisible contract, thanks for making it very visible. You've got to maintain a barrier and a boundary because it's both sides. Because if both sides cross it, a lot of pain can come forth from it. Really? Pain? Pain? Really? You don't say eyelashes. You don't say. So back in 2021, April, the one whose name is on the screen and I'm not mentioning it, said, "Eat your heart out, Harry and Meghan. The Cambridge's slick new home video is a touch of Bowden, but utterly charming." So we remember that commercial, whatever that thing was they released for their anniversary. Yeah, so that was their promo, I guess. "Eat your heart out, Harry and Meghan." So that's not in the media end. We know that they let the media in on every little thing that they do. Every little thing that they do. Bizarre. Prince William opens up about his family's environmental work. What work? How his children have motivated him. Really? 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 Y'all don't work. You work at ruining lives, but you don't work, allegedly. Let me just say that. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if this is what Eyelashes said, but it was like, thanks to a much healthier relationship with the mainstream media, the children are free to go about their daily routine, and a hugely grateful William has responded with more regular family photo calls. An example to Harry and Meghan, currently on sabbatical somewhere in Canada. So this is a while ago, as the Mail reveals today, would do well to note. So Eyelashes in 2022 is saying, be careful of who you let in if you let the media in, because they'll be hurt on both sides and you can't get them out. Well, Harry and Meghan have never let you in, but you all have not stopped to try to hurt them and smear the hell out of Meghan. But this is funny that you say that. This paragraph right there should be used in any lawsuit, and also shows, because who did she sue? Mail reveals that they're on a sabbatical in Canada. Yeah, that's when King C3 leaked their whereabouts after removing their security, but we're going to kind of move off of that. Moving right along, they just confirm everything. So that the henpecking session called The View had their questions too. You know, Meghan's push for privacy, and I think they have the more conservative folks pictured here. Hell of a way of doing it. They never said they were leaving for privacy. That's not why they said they were leaving. Some of you all need to watch content before you comment on it. Given that the docuseries has never even been released, and it's not like you're sitting there eating dinner with Harry and Meghan every single night, so let's get a grip on reality. The View. Ooh, y'all drink from the same coffee pot, I see. So the BuzzFeed News, the Harry and Meghan left royal life for privacy narrative isn't anything new. There's just one problem. It's not true. End of story. It's not true. That's not why they left. But yeah, the promos got them losing their minds. Now, we went through on Twisted Thursday about the royal family member, you should say, because, you know, when you're a godparent of an heir, you're pretty close, and you've got to be, you know, like close to the top tier in order to be named, you know, lady in waiting and all that good stuff. So, you know, yeah, the hag, you know, that couldn't get over herself, yeah, and had to say something. So this is her right here with the queen. Age is not an excuse, and I'm just going to say that. Age is not an excuse for the language that she used and how she behaved. So again, this is the woman that, regardless of what outfit, because I saw some people saying, well, she's dressed like she's from Africa. Can people just wear outfits that they like? Can Black women especially wear our hair the way we want to wear it without it looking like we're from some foreign land that you just want to, you know, other us? Okay. So this is the tweet I was talking about. It was on Sister Space. She gave the rundown, as you can see, of the conversation, and I played the audio on Thursday that a voiceover was done to give you a perspective of how it sounded. But then she came back around, and this is what pisses me off also about some of our folks, and maybe it's, yeah. But anyway, she said, thanks everyone for their support. It's not our wish to reveal the person involved, but you did because you put their initials. And then the firm revealed who it was quickly when they said she stepped back or stepped down or resigned. Well, no, she didn't resign or whatever of her post within the household. Now, mind you, don't be surprised. She'll be at that coronation. She'll probably be front and center because isn't she a lady in waiting to the consort? Okay. She said, yes, the person was offensive, but it serves no purpose to name and shame her. But you did with her initials. You did. You did. You did. SH. You did. And then you referred to her as lady. Everyone has common sense, and those that know who possibly could have been jumped right on it. And then they quickly, the firm, put out that statement. Yeah. You know, they had to explain because someone complained about the behavior, but they usually don't do that. So it would make us just as bad. No, it doesn't make you look bad. The fact that you're giving that person an out, shame on you, because you were wronged. Don't make them a victim. You were the victim in this situation. That's all that I need to say. So King C3 retains courtier who said Sussex marriage would end in tears, which is the battle act that made those comments to the nice woman that's head of Sister Song. Was it Sister Song? Sister Space, excuse me. Now, there were some derangers saying, oh, she changed her name to sound more ethnic or whatever. People changed their name. I mean, the Windsors were not the Windsors initially. They changed their German name so that they could kind of break the ties of being tied to a certain dictator who slaughtered a certain segment of people. And I'll just move on. You should understand. Follow the breadcrumbs. So, as I said on Twisted Thursday, it starts at the head, because if the staff is racist, then the head is racist because they allow that person and environment to remain around. At the time he was Prince Charles, told the author she didn't look like she was from Manchester. Oh, because she didn't share his pigment. She didn't look like she was from Manchester. So again, I'm not letting age be an excuse because that's not the reason why. It was something that's ingrained and taught. And of course, as you see, those that have been around your king and the heir to be, and he's training his heir. The cycle just keeps going, the cycle. But the one that said just, we are not a racist fan, whatever. Gil, get your life together. Do some more pegging and maybe you'll figure out all that you need to figure out. So, as I round out this parody account summed it all up with so much truth. So the Twitter Prince William parody account. Haven't Meghan told y'all what kind of people we are? Jesus. Boom. There you go. Now, I saw this picture and yeah, the picture speaks volumes to what is going on in the country, but yet where the priorities of those that are running the country are. So for those that are listening only, it's a picture of the Queen in tribute on a street. I don't know, what do you call those ads, places where they place ads? I don't know what you call them in the UK, but there's a homeless person sitting there alongside of it. So while she's draped in jewels and a crown and all that, and it gives, the Queen in her years, you see the homeless. So what they should be focused on is trying to fix that people who I understand, I hope it's not true, but I did see who are eating items made for our pets because it's too costly to get the essential heating in their homes. So, you can't have your gas or electric in order to cook your food. And I'm sorry, but those are the things that they need to focus on in that country. Stop worrying about trying to upstage someone that cosplay. You could never upstage, no matter what outfit you wear. You don't have the melanin, you don't have the personality, you don't have the heart. The clothes wear you, you don't wear the clothes. Okay, so as far as your alien looking husband, it is what it is. His ugliness from the inside is pouring out to his outer shell. Don't look good at all. Wilbur. I'm just saying. Okay. And on that note, I'm going to jump into the comments, and that's the end of my trash time. I told y'all I did not have my second cup of tea, so woo-sa, woo-sa. And I see there's quite a few in here. I thank y'all for being in here. Hopefully you have hit the thumbs up. And there's over 180 comments. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through all of them, but I'm going to pick a spot. Hopefully I have not missed any other. Ooh, Joan, I see you. I'm scrolling up. So, okay. Hey, Tori's Brain Games, I see you. All right. Hopefully I have not missed any more. I'm just scrolling up. I'm going to pick a spot, jump in, and then... And this is the spot. Churchill, I put those so-called journalists that asked about the unrolls in the trash too. I looked for clowns because I'm not going to put their actual faces. The ones that I have on there, yeah, they're behind all of the media. My belief, my opinion. So, although we all know it's true. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. Lorna, the reason the View is so ridiculous in dissing Harry and Meghan Doc is because they probably have been told that Harry and Meghan will never appear on this show by Harry and Meghan's agents. Maybe, but common sense would be keep your mouth shut and be as pleasant as you can. But you're probably doing what you're told to do. They're talking heads too. But you assure that they probably will never be on there if you're slamming them and smearing. Harry told people a long time ago, long before he met Meghan, that he keeps a book and he knows who says what and when. Folks need to have taken heed. I mean, winter is coming, baby. Winter is coming. January 10th. So, Spotify, and that rounded out nicely. Boom, here come the trailers for, Invictus games next year. And here comes a trailer, boom, for the docuseries, December 8th. So we're going to be eating quite well leading right up to January 10th. And then, yes, we're going to be talking about that book. Oh, yes. Yes. Let me see. Church Nelly, I said the costume will be used in the chandelier hanging you speak of at the time. Oh my gosh. Whew. Y'all are too much. Hey, Chow, how are you? Benjamin, even when she dated Meghan's ex, she married someone else. She's the other version of the traitor childhood friend who sold to the Daily Mail. Oh, you're talking about that New York housewife, former New York housewife. Yeah. Nobody told her to date the ex. Who has since gone on to marry someone else. So what is Bethany crying about again? Your problem should be with the ex that you dated. He seems to be okay because he's married someone and happy, and we don't hear a word from him. It's only the biatches that just seem to want to run their mouth. Okay. And next time, let me just say this, Bethany. Next time you want to run your mouth, which I notice you're quite silent, it seems, since episode 12 of Spotify, because I know you don't want Andy's heat. And he likes to be messy, so he will be as messy as you. Okay. Glad you took the heed. Marshall, since landing on American soil, cosplays wearing pantsuits, but that burgundy one with the ussy bow necktie shirt was ugly as hell. That shirt is for the women feminism. Oh. Copycat strikes again. Well, I mean, she's been wearing pantsuits. That's because, she's not supposed to wear tights, right? So she would freeze her batucas off, especially, the way she likes to just throw caution to the wind, so to speak. And yeah, it's good that she wears pantsuits. At least we know everything is covered as it should be appropriately. Talk about riots. Yeah, that would lead to a riot. Rose, the haters all repeat verbatim the media talking points and narrative, nothing new. Oh, how the haters, when you pointed out the group they think they're calling thinking for themselves. Yeah. I always say that, like when a troll, a lot of times I'll question, somebody might say something and I'm not, well, what are you saying specifically? So I'll just say, what? So if they don't say anything else, yeah, I figured you weren't brave enough. Those that try to say it with their full chest, they get full chest comment back. When I pin it, that's when yes, I want you all to enjoy it too. I usually do share with channel members. It all depends on the mood I'm in. So, Sash Squaddies, Harry has a video. Christmas message to Scotty's little soldiers on YouTube dressed as Spider-Man, full costume, face covered and all. At the end, he lifts the mask off. Oh, okay. Well, that's sweet. He loves that charity right there. People better leave that charity alone. Don't be going up under it trying to, because it is involving children. Although the haters truly and the bots don't have any conscience. So, Rose, Harry said it was family that questioned about Archie's skin tone before birth. Lady Susan is godmother to William. Isn't that family? Yes. Very much so. They never said who. They did say it was Queen and Prince Philip. They did exonerate those two, which was shocking. But I think, Prince Philip was truly nearing and really wasn't, that accident really did a number on him that he had prior to passing away. So, what? Church Nelly, stop it. Joyce, what they have said is that neither of her children are her children, and they didn't carry her, and she didn't carry her own children. That's the rage of nasty. Exactly. So one of the last trolls was talking about DNA, her children, and da. Okay, so I did tell them to go look at the Marchioness of Bath's children and then say that she didn't carry both. Now, she didn't carry her second child, and they didn't hide that it wasn't a gestational surrogate. The way the person made it seem, the royal family would have nothing to do with surrogacy and da. Okay, so then they're out of touch. And not every woman can have children the old-fashioned way. Some need a little help, whether it is through, IVF, etc. So using a gestational surrogate, or if they use a traditional surrogate, if you're not sure what they are, please Google and find out. There is a difference. But no, Meghan was pregnant. You could see it in her face, in her body, when she was in pictures or on camera, because she did different events during both of the pregnancies. So please stop it for the haters out there that want to claim that she's not. And for her children, you need to learn, go back through biology, understand genetics and DNA and how that all works. Because she's biracial, her husband is white, and I've said this before ad nauseum. Please, please, just please, okay, do yourself and everybody else a favor. What is the saying about presuming you're a fool until you open your mouth and then you remove all doubt? Yeah, that's what those trolls do. They remove all doubt that they are fools. Okay. Come back question. Let's see. I'm hitting and then it's tapping it out. Each night, the world doesn't revolve around them. Maybe the UK, but not the US, and not even in the UK. Not even the UK. So, Lydia Chipper is a fool. According to the media, they claim Prince Harry and William do not speak. So, how would they even know or care? Exactly. We know that one is keeping up or doing their best to keep up with the going ons with Harry and Meghan, but there's no leaks out of Montecito. So, Leslie, they need something to drone on about ridiculous. Yes, they do. They really do. Joan, I have not forgotten. With 1 billion people on Earth and many social and economic issues, all the Brits can do is bash Meghan 24/7. That's why people ignore the royals. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, Joan. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you for the special Thanksgiving greeting also that you sent. I don't know if I said that, so I wanted to make sure I said it with you here. So thank you for that. Let's see what else. Annie, Harry did say in his engagement interview that Meghan that the media think they know everything about him. Exactly. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Great point. He did say that. You know, when I think she was from the BBC at the time when she said, you know, growing up, how does it feel when growing up and everyone knows everything about you? And he says, they think, I can't do it in the English accent that he said it, but it was, yes. He drove home the point, and she had to correct herself. Yes, think. Mimi, according to Chris, when William and Kate are in America, everything needs to stop. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Okay. That's what they think. Sorry. They pick the location, the city that kicked off the Revolutionary War. Yeah, okay. I'm just, you all are crazy. Just crazy. Hey, Tosh. Egg and sausage link extended their visit to 3 days. They only decided the U.S. in December because they thought Harry's book was going to be released now. See? They're not even playing checkers. They're not even playing checkers. Some UKers are not even playing checkers. But oh, believe you me, Harry and Meghan are playing chess. They know how y'all maneuver. And there are no leaks. There are no leaks. Hey, Valerie, how are you? My namesake, how are you? Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Addie. Thank you. I will give that. Sunny is the exception to the view clutch there that, you know, the henpecking of those who, you know, like to bash. And so your comment is correct. Sunny is the only one that has something positive to say. She uses her brain. That's why. She's analytical and she uses her brain. That's why. Rose, Harry has stood up against the invasive, hateful media for years, since a teen. He spoke of how hard he found it to date and find someone to stand in that life with him because of the media attention. Right. I do believe the others weren't going. They were young. So I give them that at the time that he was dating, especially the long term two. But they weren't. Nothing that they could gain from being with him. They would have been beloved by the media, maybe. I don't know if cosplay would have went after them as much. But they were trying to build their lives and careers and to then cut it off where Meghan already had her career. And yes, she did give up a very fruitful life on her own. It's been very fruitful since, but she has her voice again. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, this is going to be a joyous time, I'm telling you. Connie, why is Meghan K against our Duchess? What's her problem? She's a jealous heifer. That's what it is. I'm going to say heifer. Biatch, whichever one you like. That's what's wrong with her. Maybe her own life is not as happy and joyous. And truly seeing a white man be that happy with someone that's not 100% white is driving them mad. It's driving them absolutely mad. Especially since it's not scandalous. They're just living their lives and being happy and all that. So she's a racist also. Let me just say that. Allegedly. But she is, because she thinks Santa Claus can't be anything other than her pigment, and Jesus is her pigment and can't be anything other than that. But if we are all made in the image of God, what does that say? Okay. Oh, let me get to move on. Connie is true versus the Windsor German. Right. They changed their name, everybody. They changed their name. They changed their name. I'm scrolling through comments because there's a lot. I love y'all for all the. Let's see. Okay. Church Nelly agrees. Sonny was the only one with sense. Y'all are good to sit there and watch that because I have to be in the mood to kind of catch clips of it, but I don't want to see it. Ishayla, is that it? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Everybody would tell you yes. VS will butcher names till she gets it right. Physicists are quite right to raise their children out of the glare of the rabbit media. And see, here in the U.S., I mean, the tabloids know, and there are laws in place, so they know to behave themselves, especially the paps. And in California especially. But when people are out and about, there's celebs that have homes back in their hometowns as well as wherever in this country, and they're out and about, and people just don't bother them like that. I've walked past plenty of celebs, especially in New York City. I've seen some at Newark Airport. I've seen some in LAX when I was out there. They're just other people in the airport. Some I have gotten autographs, like Ashford and Simpson when I saw them in Newark Airport. But, nevertheless, I wasn't like screaming and acting crazy. But yeah, anyway. And one of my regrets being with one of my cousins who said he would embarrass me if I went up. At that time, it was the Temptations. And because we're talking back in the 90s, and I should have gone up and gotten a picture and or autograph of them because that's probably one of my regrets, because he did say, I'll embarrass you, and I didn't know what he was going to do, but he probably would have been in the picture with me. But anyway, cookies and cream, we all need to stick together and contact ABC, NBC, and their advertisers to complain about their attacks and misinformation on Meghan. We can make change happen. Yes, we can. We do our part. Every little bit helps. So Valerie, cosplay did go after Chelsea. She didn't like Chelsea because Willie dated Cressida's half-sister. Oh, she didn't like Cressida. Okay, because Willie dated Cressida's half-sister. Cosplay probably doesn't like half the women in the aristocratic circles, because you know how they do in them circles. He was going through them all, trying to find the one, trying to find the one. And instead of him being true to himself and living his truth, they could have still had a child. It would have been a different, you would have had to use IVF, of course, and a surrogate. But nevertheless, and if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. There's no need to put a comment in the chat. Now, moving on. See, Max, Santa Claus, St. Nicholas was Turkish and Jesus was from the Middle East. Yeah, but don't tell Meghan that. Meghan Kelly, that is. Don't tell her that because she doesn't believe any of that. She doesn't believe any of that. Anna, what am I doing? Am I saying something funny? Woo. Black Queen. Hey, how you doing? Did y'all see cosplay in her green country kitchen curtain dress? No. I've seen the only pictures I have seen of them were at Boston Arena. That was it. And like I said, she was sitting like her husband. When you go back to look at the footage, you'll understand what I'm talking about. There was no Duchess slant going on there. She barely was clapping, but okay. I'm slapping my hands because I'm misbehaving, but I'm going to get up out of here in a minute. Just so you know. Let's see, Marshar. What part of my happiness triggers you is what Meghan should say to all the derangers, especially the female ones, including cosplay, Duchess of not pegging him. She can buy something too. Does she know that? Okay. Whew. All right. I think that should be my last comment. I hope I have not missed anything else. Again, everyone. Whew, let's see. But yes, one of the reasons the rich and famous come to my homeland is that they can go about their business without anybody trailing after them and invading their privacy. Right. Be who you are and out and about. I mean, there's plenty of celebs, and these basketball players are celebs. So royal doesn't mean anything. Now, what will crack me up is if Harry and Meghan attend a game and then the reporters ask that same question, it's going to be like the Boston Red Sox and Yankees. Yes. Okay. We remember how they reacted, and they were, I think, in the UK for that game. So, oh Lord. So because the city is Irishy, I will say, Boston, is that why she wore green? Or just she was trying to attract the money. I heard that President Biden did greet them. That's what he should do, But he had his way too. Biden says what Biden says. So, woo. I'm glad he didn't just joke around and be like, "How you doing, Harry?" Now that would have taken all of us out. Yes, continue to pray for the Sussexes, each other, and everybody in the world. Please, as I'm winding down, please keep, my sis Hilda in your prayers. She had a funeral this past week. I believe her sister's is this coming week, so just keep her truly in your prayers. And I want to thank each and every one of you. I hope you had a good time. Woo, let me turn down the outro music. I hope you had a very good time. I hope Trash Time was as good to you as it has been me getting through it all and chatting it up with you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. My channel members, you hold a special place in my heart. Thank you so much for the support. For those of you who, if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. If it's your second, hit the subscribe button. Your third, don't be a stranger, hit the subscribe button. Please consider becoming a channel member. Hit the $sign that's in the chat at the end of the chat box where you're typing. You should see a $sign. Click there. You should see join on my main channel page. You will see it says membership. You can click there. Also, you should see join next to the subscribe button. You can click there. There's a store. I have a store, y'all. I have merch. So please check out that. You can click the link off of my channel banner, or there's a link or a tab, I should say, on my main channel screen. So And there's a link, I believe, in the description to help you get there sooner. And also for channel membership, you can click that link also in the description, and that'll help you also. So everyone have a wonderful day. Oh, Leslie, thank you for joining and becoming a channel member. Hold on one second. Let me pause the music. Pause the music. Let me come down. I have something special for you. It's just an alert. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! Welcome, welcome, welcome to channel membership. So I will greet you how I do all channel members that join. So after the stream ends. So welcome and thank you for connecting in a more somewhat intimate way, because it just shows your support for the channel in a deeper manner. So I appreciate you. Rosa, if you are still here and need some help, just let me know, because you were asking about that ahead of time. So, all right, I'm going to go back to I'm going to go back to this, and I'll just leave this clicked up here, and I'll click my music back on my outro. Love you all. Take care. See you soon.